Hey everybody. Hey Alakazam. Glad you're not mad at me anymore. Cultists. It's just a chasm, huh? How's me playing the game blind? Hey, Fattest Garfield. Oh, you got banned on the game? It's all good, man. $10 for a chair lick? Nah. I'm gonna chair lick. That'd be a hundo, bud. I licked the chair for $100. I don't think Finster wants to collaborate with me. Mr. Wings, any thoughts on Microsoft's leaks? Yeah, I'm disappointed that they're not remastering Fallout New Vegas. I'm also disappointed that most likely the Oblivion and Fallout 3 Remaster aren't going to be on PlayStation. That's my thoughts with the document leaks. Like, most people were like, oh. There we go. Let's split these guys up. I don't know what this is going to cause, but like,
what a day. Neither seen nor heard.
I'm almost certain Mysterion has, yeah, Mysterion has Firebolt.
Like a wraith.
Oh, look at you. I went to Food Line and got fettuccine
I'm streaming now.
Okay, well, I was just...
I don't want the...
I did it this way.
Okay.
The camera's that way.
Cool. What's up, baby? You got the...
Show you now.
You got the fettuccine Alfredo?
Yes, in the microwave.
Surprise.
Cool.
Good job. Glad we helped.
Dagger Diggins, if you were going to play Starfield, I promise you're going to like it.
Let's keep to the shadows.
Honestly, probably not. What's the red? Is there like a empty potion of sleep? Is the red him? He's unconscious. Darrow Vin, hellish resistance. I think I can talk to them. He's a Mephistopheles tiefling. There was a wizard down here I fought last night, and I was in owlbear form, and sometimes in owlbear form, you kind of like hit people back, and I kind of knocked him off into the fucking river. Alright. Let's group these guys. Let's bring them up. Spencer, this game is on Xbox. We can pickpocket him.
Just wait. Let's go to Paris.
He has a tarnished ring.
Oblivious.
How do we wake him up?
Let's move.
There's a bunch of empty bottles of sleeping. We tracked our last group of refugees your husband was known to be traveling with. I'm sorry to tell you that it seems to have crossed paths with the Absolute's forces, and there's been no record of them since. Don't waste yourself on grieving. You fled El Terrell, to find a better life for both of you. It's still yours for the taking. The guild always needs knife hands, and you won't ever go hungry in my employ. I've included a small pouch, enough to buy a small funeral and close that chapter of your life, or a short binge before you need to go looking for work again. The choice is yours. Shit, there's so many people make that choice, myself included. Alright, so we got a sleeping potion and some thieves stuff. Alright, I guess he's just laid out. Let's see where the climb up goes. This is Baldur's Gate 3. Have we been here before? These aren't locked. These are like jail cells.
I'll give it a shot.
Somebody broke out of this jail cell. I don't know why would we need cogwheels, but my thing is that's the first time I've ever seen those cogwheels. Flem's cargo basement. Why do I need to be here? Well, other than the fact that there's tons of jail cells, like, is there a ladder in there? Oh, that's a girder. He forgot to feed his prisoner. A negotiation. Antiope, received your note of demanding that I double your payment rate for your services as my Sahuagin Wrangler. While I appreciate candor in my direct reports, some of your remarks might be regarded as disrespect. I'm going to give you a chance to rethink your position. And I'm sure if you think hard, you come around to my way of thinking. Lord Gortash, huh? So take that note with us. At least shows that he was, fucking people up. I don't know what we're supposed to be here for. So I'm going to go back into the basement. Can anyone confirm they can see me? Yeah, I can see you. Didn't do nothing wrong. I can see you. Who are we missing? Oh, Asterian's just being slow because he's hiding. There's a dirt mound.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap for us.
Ooh, it's trapped. Okay. How about this one? Is this one gonna be trapped?
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Alright.
Let's have some fun.
Jenny 5 last week when I was playing Rick, I didn't get a shout out. I'm sorry, man. Scrawled note. Nice try, Jackanape. Okay. Let's disarm this one. Put guidance on. What are you looking for? Suck thumb. Why are you hitting yourself?
No one back home will
Why are
ever
you
believe
hitting
it.
yourself? Alright, so I guess there's going to be a bunch of chests here.
Avoid that trap.
And we'll open them all. Let's just go and dig them all up.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Something smells tasty.
Let's see. I love battle. Did you get my 40? No, Requiem, I didn't. Thank you for lying for like the 15th time. It's amazing. Yay. I think this chest, yeah, is the one. Keep looking, Kank. Going well for you, isn't it?
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
There's a cobalt thief there. Kobold.
That water looks tainted. Better to avoid it.
We have enemies of ball over here. Caustic brine. How many of these guys are invisible? These guys have sanctuary on them, so you can't hit him.
Have his will worked beneath the sun.
So for some reason you can't hit Barnes. Soria. She's pretty much nothing. And then there's this Child of Ball, which some reason I can't even target. Okay. So we have 2 shape shiftings, we have all our spells.
Every breath, a purpose. Taking my tube.
No way we can get onto the pillar. This would be a good spot to have fucking
No mistakes now. The boss wants no interruptions while the Zend is here.
Alright, so she's going to constantly be looking here. I can't get up the ladder. Could do. This takes Sorella out like a date.
Picks a fight. The concert.
Go back here.
Let's have a little fun.
And you're still in range. And then I can do a cunning dash back here. One true Bojangles, did you stream any of Act 2? I don't think I did, no. This is one of those games that, like, not many people donate for, and very few people show up for. So it's like, she gets lightning blast.
Let's end this.
So here's what we're gonna do with this guy. We're going to set up a gilf of detonation right here. It hit him, but it didn't take him out? Okay. Okay, I used my action, but it didn't count. Reduce the next damage taken to enemy by 1. Consumes 1 charge on stop. Unstoppable creatures cannot be moved by external forces, mundane or magical. Okay, so she's got Sentinel and all that other nice stuff, and she's basically a brick wall. And she goes next. I'm not going to burn Misty Step here.
On the move.
Let's just walk back. Murderous Crow. No resistance. Okay, so she's a normal thing to kill. Raging Vortex. Spin in the wind into a choking melter inflicts and silences per turn. So that's a concentration spell. Electric Flail. That's an action. Backflip and Skate 3. This dude literally coming from behind me. Girth Brooks, I have no fucking clue, man. Favorite comfort food? Mashed potatoes. Easily mashed potatoes. Can we bite the ravens? We can. Eat a dick, raven.
I will ascend.
Alright, this might be an oil of accuracy type of fight. Wings, did you say... Hey, Wings, saw you did a practice New Vegas. Let's go. Plan on doing a new Let's Play soon. I've attempted to do the Let's Play, and I was just unhappy with it, to the point I just stopped trying. These guys are blinding me over and fucking over again. Alright. Now let's de-wild shape. If I de-wild shape, will that break the vortex? Let's save it. I'm gonna save because I don't want to break the vortex, but I want to de-wild shape. Does not break the vortex.
I will ascend.
Come on, hit the fucking crow. Thank you. Ban SVT, please. Ban did do nothing wrong as well, please. You almost had me. Eat a dick.
Time to strike.
Thorn whip, maybe?
Got to focus. for me.
Let's go.
Swift and
Get rid of the
lethal.
unstoppable on them. I think we have this.
Have to keep going.
Let's just shoot an arrow. Holy shit, incognito. Hey, Wings, helping you reach your donation goal today. As a longtime fan, I hope to see you get out of your comfort zone and do more amazing things. I see you happy. Oh, dude, thank you, incognito. Dude, appreciate it. Comfort zone. And you're 100% right. I got to get out my comfort zone.
I'm ready.
Like,
Time to meet your maker.
the problem lately
Swift and
is I just feel like,
I will not
I don't
turn
know, I
faith.
feel like trapped. Mainly by my body, but like that's a whole nother story.
Rested enough. Now.
Dude, incognito, thank you so much, dude. Yeah, 100% that takes weight off the soldiers. Because, like, I streamed this morning and didn't come even close. So I was like, oh, shit. Can we break the concentration spell?
Can't give up now.
In concentration. So the vortex just hangs around even outside of concentration, huh? Gonna assume none of the crows actually give you anything. Dude, incognito, thank you so much. I don't know who you are, but thank you so much for the 130. An arrow of many targets. And these to Astarion. What you got here? Just +1 hand crossbow. Send that to camp. Low swear, big time fan. Hope to run some siege with you. 4-time champ. What platform do you play on? Because it seems like Chi God's moved on to PC at this point, so we're probably losing Chi God. Phil's downstairs crying right now. Phil has a lot more loftier goals than I do every day. Let's be real. Like, my donation goal is Phil's. What's this?
Seems to be stuck.
Demonstrates madness.
Best goal reached. I play on PS5. Cool. You gotta give me a username.
Seems to be stuck.
Water level, temperature level.
Might be worth a look.
You probably want to open the sluice gate so you can get into the cistern and muck it out. To do what you need, manipulate the valves to get the water level and heat level to their optimum levels at the same time. Don't get scalded. Alright. Let's try this. You don't got to donate to give me the thing this time. Yep, we'll put the shirt on. We'll put the shirt on. This isn't an everyday thing, but it's new. For those of you who don't know, my wife got me this shirt that has like Big Rocco on it. All right. Are these things going to interact? Like, neither gauge is really interacting. Okay, that gauge interacted just now. Oh. I think I fucked up. So it takes a minute for the game to register it. Let's leave that there. The temperature's perfect. Water level rising. Let's see where it goes at. Hit it one more time. Low water level valve. Alright, so we need to go 1, 2, 3. And it should do it. So I need to get it to 3 water level risings. Oh, there it goes. But the temperature's bad. Son of a bitch. No swear. Stated decay 2. Let me add you right now. Search. State. You named yourself after the game, I'm assuming. Oh. That message is a little lackluster. One, 2. The temperature over here is still good. wondering, I think you got to stand in front of the wheel for it to count. I think that's where I'm messing up. So when this goes out, it's going to raise the water level by 2. Water level raised. And it's going to go again and raise it again. Boom, water level's where it needs to be. 1, 2. Increasing the temperature. I wish there was more things on screen that let me know what was happening here. Now, like, why did the water go this heavy? You know, let's start over. Let's press the valve over here. Maybe I shouldn't press them multiple times. DSP's not even playing Baldur's Gate. Don't even come at me with it. DSP solved this puzzle in like a couple minutes. DSP would have played this game on normal and had the chat hold his hand the entire time he played. One more. See, it's like I don't think the thing's going up again, but it probably is. And the water. Oh, Incognito. Hey, I also matched with Boogie. Was amazing, man. I'm happy to see you do something like that. I hope to do more great things. The podcast's working with other creators. However, I hope you're able to find another wave of success. I'm trying to get the Lil Pal podcast going right now, but it's not looking good. Dude, thank you for the $70. Thank you for the $200, man. Requiem, he's donating all the $40 you said you'd donate. My thing is I got to get back into a good headspace, and I think the first thing to getting back into a good headspace is to, I hate to say it, is probably make a weight loss attempt. As I'm sitting here craving a fucking Coca-Cola, perfectly warm. Okay. Let's do the water. One press of the water. How did I'm not understanding something here. Why is the water level going higher? Okay, let it blow off. Just hit one, wait a couple beats, hit the other. Alright, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna let it all reset. I'm gonna go get me that Coke I wanted. Let everything reset. We'll come back, we'll press it again. Looking at my shit and it ain't reset. Thank you so much, Incognito, though. Thank you so much. You just made my whole day. Man, why y'all hate on 672? wait on this water to go down. DSP solved this in 30 seconds. I doubt. That's a big doubt.
What are you doing?
ASMR.
Huh?
Letting them hear the fizz of the Coke.
Oh, look at you. You got your dono shirt on.
Mm-hmm. Incognito came and dropped some big skrill on us.
Oh, nice.
What'd you do today, baby girl?
I worked. I went to the gym.
How was your gym session?
It was good. It was nice. It was nice to finally be back in there.
Did you not set high standards for yourself?
Oh, we started from the very, very
I know. I'm
basic.
saying I didn't. You didn't go in there and feel bad because you couldn't do what you used to could do.
No. Like, we literally just, we chatted it up, like, the reason I've been so tired and, like, so out of it. Because he's like...
You told me you got the same trainer?
No, I have a new one.
Oh, okay. Because, like your last trainer was young, and, like, I doubt he understands thyroid cancer.
He's still young. This one's still just as young.
Because, like, he's going to be going off things with normal people's bodies.
Thank you for calling me abnormal, but okay.
No, baby, you had thyroid cancer. You have a different chemistry makeup than some people.
So I kind of, like, I sat down with him for a few minutes. I was like, look, here's the deal. I've had my blood work. These are the results. We've changed my medication, so this is supposed to help. And we decided that we'd just start fresh and just go from there.
Did he look at your previous, like,
No.
profile?
No.
Oh, okay.
We reset everything.
Cool.
We started fresh. Literally,
So
we got a new
he measured
piece
you
of
and
tape.
everything?
No. I didn't let him do that.
Why not? You gotta have somewhere to start.
I
Like,
can
if you
I can start with my weight. That's enough.
Well, it makes you it shows you progress. Sometimes the scale won't.
And then I have my consultation tomorrow.
With?
The weight loss surgeon.
Okay.
And the nutritionist.
Hey, if you can, get a packet.
From who?
The nutritionist.
What kind of packet you want?
One that's tailored to you, but I'm actually try to use.
Okay. You don't want to come with me and be the supportive husband?
Could I?
What?
Could I go into the meeting?
To the appointment with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like when I go see my family doctor.
Yeah, I'd like to go to that.
Which one?
The nutritionist.
I mean, I don't know why you couldn't.
The
next one would be...
Because normally when we go to our family doctor, we usually do for a 2-for-1 deal. We usually go...
I mean, but it's the
same thing with a veterinarian too, but like Bailey.
No. What you do is say, we're taking this dog, but we're going to ask all the questions about the cat.
That's a 2-for-1. I pay for one visit, and I get information on the cat and the dog.
You know, I could just set you up an appointment with a nutritionist, right?
Yeah, but like that would cost money.
It's like $25. It's not.
Yeah, it's $25 initially. Then they send you the bill after the fact.
No, it's a copay.
What up, Chuck? All right, so press this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Press this one. Let's see if this works.
Okay, back to my hiding place. Dude, the Alfredo, fire.
Okay, so I got to time it better.
Yes, you do.
So it takes this one longer to get up than that one. You're spamming. I don't remember Nakota. Instead of walking over there, I'll just switch to Kelly and press that. There might be a period where they both come down into the perfect level. Oh, it opened. We did it. I clicked it as soon as it both went through the perfect level. I got it. Oh, we can't see the gameplay? I'm sorry.
More than prepared.
So we got it. Is that the Xanturium? Roa Moonglow. Minsk. Alright. Let's see if we can talk to him. Actually, Asterion, you stay back.
On tippy toes. Now.
Looking ahead.
All the coin seems to be there, if a little blood-stained. You lot are enthusiastic about your lord's work.
Our Lady. We serve only the absolute.
God, here looks like the Joker in this
We
shit.
Zhentarim are so long past our own godly roots. I'm afraid I forget the half of them.
Low swear, probably at
But
some
you,
point.
I know. When did you start?
How old's
worshipping
Kelly?
Gods.
30.
Did they give your wee
8.
rodent a worm friend too?
Rodent?
Enough!
She might be
You will show
39.
the Stone Lord proper respect. And you will return to the guild hall and do as we have paid you to.
Of course. I only thought.
Wait. Flop all you wish, little fish. But Minsk has caught you.
On that note, good luck. The job will be done by the time you get to the guild hall.
Why did they instantly go into battle with me? She's 39. Because there's a period where like where she's like one number ahead of me. Is he temporarily hostile? Mink's got 20 strength, 15 dex. He's dumb as a brick. He can't save on a con. He would never even attempt to save on a fucking whole person check. I wanted Minsk. John Bono, what did I do wrong? Is it because Jaheira died? See, like, going into this room is probably the worst play possible. I want to reload. No, I don't play on the PC at all. Lean Greens, the reason you had to wait a week is because people like to make new accounts and come back in and harass, get the account banned, run back, and do another thing. Yeah, she died. She died. Like, I messed up when I went to, like, the last light in. I went right to Isabel and got the Blessing of Salune, and then, like, everything attacked. It was, like, 5 people against, like, shit, 15, 16 people. It's not so much. It's not so much I want to live with my mistakes.
All's well that ends.
I actually wanted to put Long
Not
Strider
as bad
on.
as it could have.
So I forgot to put that on. Because normally when I quit playing the game, I usually do a long rest, so when I come back, I have a full complement of spells to play with. Because like my game plan is going to be drag them through this tunnel if they want to fight.
All the coin seems to be there, if a little blood stain.
Our Lady.
We only serve the
Silly
salute, blah 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 blah.
Enough!
Of course.
Wait. Flop all you wish, little fish. But Minsk has caught you.
On that note, good luck.
Okay, so Minx called us. Okay, that's why they attacked. Minx called us. He got Bardic Inspiration. All right. So we're just gonna do a double dash down this pipe.
My path be true.
You're not. You can just walk down here. You're not even in the fight. We'll go ahead and walk over here and just set this guy up on a high ground. Because like, if they want to fight, they can funnel through here, and just get fucked up as soon as they leave the tunnel. Okay, so
Victory awaits.
your turn's done.
Heading there.
Light on my feet.
Do I have briars on? Regardless, enjoy this. Yeah, it's Coat Clyde. Well, I'm out here, Wings. Take care, brother. Hope all's well. Keep striving. Okay. Thank you, dude. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, no. Don't stun her. What fixes stun? Granite stealth checks. Plus 10 stealth checks. Light. Fear. We could do Guardian of Faith.
Got to press on.
So if we can put Guardian of Faith. There's not enough room for him down here. What Shar's Darkness does, it basically casts Fog Cloud, and the enemies can't see through Fog Cloud, so it kind of fucks with their AI some. And that's why they're not like rushing in, because they actually no longer see Mystic Kale, and she's only stunned for one turn, so we're just gonna use that to our advantage. Alright. So Mystic Kale's here again. Let's put the Insect Plague back on.
Time for some bloody work.
Push back through the cloud. Man, it sucks. I can rarely play this game because my friend can rarely play this. So you only playing with your friend? Why don't you start your own playthrough? All right, I'm gonna send Lozelle back down the pipe.
Time to waste.
To help deal with this Child of Ball. I didn't want to get into the fight in the pipe, but you know. Not enough movement, huh? Alright, Mystic Kale. Let's be a Dilophosaurus.
Shouldn't have made me. Go up here and get rid of this Child of Ball.
On the move.
Push our way back out here.
Need to act fast. On the move.
The gods are watching me.
No! Oh!
Taking position. My faith will protect me. Onward.
Let's drink a potion. Start getting rid of these baby ones.
Breathe deep and move.
Let's see. Let's see. My chat says they're just talking about who they hate more.
Ready.
All right, so let's end the concentration spells now. So now they're going to start funneling down the pipe.
Got to concentrate.
Oh, I need to get rid of the fucking... the darkness. This is Zell.
Finish this.
And concentration of the darkness. Come get it, girl. I'm going to drag him a little bit further in here. You skip 90% of the run of the sewers in your run? Why did you not do this fight?
Got to concentrate.
Just a little bit further, bud. Come on.
Let's turn someone inside out. Let's spill some blood.
Okay.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
You get to fight a Dilophosaurus. Aren't you so happy? How much happy that Baldur's Gate brought in that much support? I think Incognito would have donated regardless if I was playing Baldur's Gate or not. But I'm happy that I got 200 viewers watching Baldur's Gate. Because, like, I really enjoy this game. What's up, Minsk? Bye, Minsk.
No trace.
Let's finish this.
Let's just hit ourselves with, like, a level 4 Cure Light Wounds.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I think we're going to have to flee combat off these two. Flee combat. The problem is like Larian is the only studio that does console ports right. Like you can very easily play like Divinity 1, Divinity 2, Baldur's Gate 3, whereas like games like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 remastered and like Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2, neither one of those games play that well.
All right. What now?
All right. Second draft. All the faceless know that you have earned Orin's approval. Graz. And managing the mad Razimi is an important assignment. But you're letting the whole Jahira impersonation go to your knobby head. You don't even drop out of it when the Lord Stone is asleep. Moreover, simulated boss or no, you don't have to be openly disrespectful when ordering the rest of us around. Your Harper gig won't last forever, and then you'll be one of the Shalar again. We'd rather be your friends. Oh, it's Boo! Oh, I feel so bad. It's Boo. Angry squeaking. Alright. Eat a dick, boo. I didn't feel that damn bad. Remind yourself, we're almost out of those kobold bits that Snicker is so fond of. Talked in order. Oh, it's up there. This is right up there with Dragon Age Origins. The Stone Lord's skull echoes with absence, and the tadpoles alone is not enough to fill it. Take on the crone's dust-pocketed form and fill his thoughts with old adventures, so that he might smile sweetly while he slaughters for us. And do not pulp the rodent. If it's chattering, give Lord Stone pause and set aside for me. Okay. I think you need Jaheira alive to, Damn, my fucking raptor rolled so fucking low.
Got to move.
What?
Swift and lethal.
Can I get some water?
On the move.
I'd like some sparkling water, please. Come on, Invoker of Ball. Dog, I will ask to spit at you.
Have to keep going.
You're offended?
Time to strike. It has it.
Raptor climbing the nest. They should have gave me a trophy for eating Boo. So all these guys are just shapeshifters. Alright, it's time to get out this form. Don't mess with druids unless you want to get bitten by a dinosaur. Yeah.
What is it?
I think I've been underutilizing Astarion. Like, I've been using him as like a a sneak attack bot. More realistically, I should be like pickpocketing enemies if I can, and like stealing like their potions and shit off of them. Get up. There we go. Have you done any romance in this game? Yeah, one time on another save file. And it was by accident too, but like fucking Lizelle came on to me and I was afraid to turn her down.
How considerate.
Is it disarmed? Pick up. Send to camp. You should always send these barrels to camp. You never know when you need to cheese something. As you always just pop into camp, grab them, pop back out.
What's that?
That's curious.
Oh, I guess that's the way to open the door.
Flowers are so overrated. They're bright, gaudy, and almost never make good poisons.
Colours are frightfully vivid. But I've come to grow fond of Faerun's flora. Delicate stems growing from...
Where's this at? Is this the park?
Each their own, I suppose. Although I am right.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Something hanging off a crane there. There's a bunch of blood down there on the tracks. Like it's kind of like overwhelming sometimes to deal with Baldur's Gate itself, like the city, because like it's so big. Hey, Goldman. I've heard nothing but good things about the Lies of P. I mean, like, I guess you could say, like, oh, it's 100% a copy of Bloodborne. But I look at it like this. It's like a love letter to Bloodborne. Like, it's people like Bloodborne. They wanted to make a game like it. You got to look at it like this way, right? Like, is the world better with Lies of P or without Lies of P? Right? Like, if you like the game, you want to play it, play it.
They don't like it when you think too.
Like, my thing is, like, games that, I didn't want to do that.
That might be worth a look.
I wanted to read the sign.
This is Joel's house. No letters, no clerics, no herb sellers, no potion peddlers, and no steel watch.
I mean, like, are you really going to turn the steel watch away? Where is some place I could... You know what? Let's just go back up to Worm Rock. Oh, I love the fucking Surge. I like the Surge 1 better than the Surge 2. Because I felt like the Surge 1 was more polished. But, like, yeah, it was a great game. Like, the only thing that kind of sucks about the Surge is that you constantly have to cut enemies' stuff off to get upgrade materials. But that depends on how much you want to do it. What's up, Azen? I haven't really formed an opinion on Starfield. No, busted aim. Like, it's Wednesday. Like, I gotta go with the wifey Friday.
Calm down. What is it this time?
She got a +2 splint mail, which I have. I mean, that technically is just better. I could put that on kill. It's $3,000. Take that.
Now they call for the steel watch.
Alright, Dorian.
Killing that giant oaf was the right thing to do, even if it meant losing the harbor.
Oh, darling, well...
I want to pick up Will and have Will do some selling right now. What is Liza P? Liza P is a Bloodborne like ripoff, so it's like a Souls-like. Like, I'm interested in it. I'm just not $70 interested in it.
God, please. Let's talk. That's the...
Alright, Will.
Defender of the people.
First off, let's give you Long Strider.
First step is the hardest.
Where am I needed?
Sword here, here. Alright. This is how I go about doing selling at this point in my life. Thinking that I'm getting close to the money max she's gonna have. Right.
Are they going to arrest us?
What's this merchant gonna do with 10,000 random daggers? I don't fucking know.
It won't happen, I swear. What is it this time?
But Will has highest charisma. And go back up here. to work again. So she has like $800. So all the torches we picked up. These aren't going to be close to $800, but these are heavy. Get rid of the random hats. Too heavy. Too heavy. Too heavy. Too heavy. My wheel's already over encumbered.
Are they going to arrest us? What if they throw us in jail?
Calm down, dear. What is it this time?
Alright.
Never a dull moment.
We've been saying that for ages, and we're still here. What are they waiting for?
Let's break down all our potions. Speaking of potions, let's make a couple speed potions. Could do a greater healing potion. With a new grenade. Noxious spore grenade.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen.
Oh, I can't very clear. It was even hurt.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire started.
What's going on here? Confront Lord Goresh. No, we're not going to do that. This one is talk to Raphael, consider his deal.
Better. I almost believed you this time.
Back to the Basilisk Gate. You consider Southern food top tier compared to other countries? 100%. Going to London made me realize that I live in an area that has the best food in the world. Period. I wonder what Kelly's doing. She's being quiet. She might have went to bed. It's obvious I live where the good food is. Is it because I'm fat? Dog, if I lived in London, I 100% would lose weight because you walk everywhere. And, like, the food sucks. They got the fucking gallows right here at the front of Basilisk Gate. See what our quest line's looking like. Find where Orin is keeping her victim. Refuse Orin's deal to kill Goresh. She must find her way to save her victim, assuming they're still alive. Find out where she took them. Deal with the devil.
Know their own minds. You gotta keep them safe. That's all.
You'll not find any fear-mongering here. We're in the bonus
Execute the Grand Duke. Look for Okar and Baldur's Gate.
These days, it's hard to tell if I'm reading the Baldur's mouth or Gortash's diary.
Let's go to the Elf Song Tavern again.
The bullshit isn't that bad.
I don't know, Caitlin. I've read the mouth.
No, I'm probably never going to play Elder Scrolls Online.
Wasn't a Grand Duke enough?
Your Eminence.
I need to clean my inventory up.
I guess.
Do you address an Archduke?
Why so much business today?
Your Eminence.
Don't customers know there's a war on?
I just can go to Astarion. I said I can't for right now.
Someday I'll be the best chef in the city. If the others all leave or die.
Do you address an Archduke? Your Excellence? Your Eminence.
Oh, I still have 109. I don't know where this 109 pounds is at. Is it keys? Do keys have weight? Alright. Let's talk to this guy.
Chef Revere has been staying most vigilant since your warning, yes. Only murders in this kitchen will be of the rat kind. Sturge Fixe, I guess.
Of course I heard.
Thoughts on Acuna being 5-1 favorite for MVP? Speaking of Acuna, what are the Braves doing? Oh. We fucking lost in extra innings to the fucking Phillies. Braves pitchings have struggled lately to the point that I'm fucking concerned about the Braves pitching. Like going into the playoffs. Did Acuna get the 40th? Castellanos hit 2 home runs. So it looks like the Braves got no home runs. Who threw the game away? Mentor. Like, Mentor has not been good lately. Like Ham was good, Chavez was good, Elder was not good. I don't understand Elder. Like, he either pitches well or he doesn't pitch good at all. Like, there's no in between. There's no like outing by Elder. But like Bryce Elder's not somebody you're going to be running out there in like game 3 or 4 of a series in the playoffs. But Acuna, I'm hoping he gets 40-40. He's got 1 home run to get. And after he gets that 1 home run, I'm sure he's going to be a shoe-in because he'll be a 40. He's close to 40-70 with 100 RBIs and 1,000, OPS plus at the leadoff position. So we talked to her. We don't have Astarion in the party right now. We should talk to Frank. So we need to head south and then east. Yep. South and then east.
Right. Down the stairs and oh, was it up the stairs?
Lizelle, we're gonna need a master key here, girl.
I crave blood.
She doesn't want to hit. Can we get a Nick Chubb knee injury reaction?
Fine. We'll just stand here until you remember the way, shall we?
Good things here in this game. Here's Chubb trying to pick his way inside the 5, and he does. Knocked down at the 3. Ball came out, but he was down. Minka Fitzpatrick gets the tackle, but a gain of 5. And the last thing any Browns fan wants to see, Nick Chubb holding his left leg. Oh, boy. And yeah, but he was.
I don't see anything bad about this. Like, he hurt his knee. Dog, you think that's bad? You should go watch, like, fucking Sid Justice do a top rope boot off in fucking WCW. Now, that one was fucking bad. Like, I don't see anything. He literally got tackled. He, like, went knee over knee, and he held his knee, and then he's, like, wallowing in pain. That's all I seen. Let's see if we can find a way up top here somewhere. Yeah, we can. We can. I'm watching the right video. It had Nick Chubb. He was facing. He was facing the Steelers, right? Is that the video I was asked to watch? Huh. Yeah, Sid was pressured to do those high flying moves, and it's like, oh man, like his leg, like that's one of those videos that's hard to watch. Like there's a couple videos there's like 3 videos I've watched that are like just fucking gruesome. Like Sid Vicious's leg break in WCW. Nick Berg, which was like a reporter during the Iran War, he got caught by Al Qaeda and had his head cut off, and they did it with like a rusty machete, and they did it slow. And I found that one hard to watch. Berg, B-E-R-G. And there was also a video where like one guy got his head cut off with a knife, one guy got his head cut off with a chainsaw. That was kind of hard to watch too.
Present of Baldur's Gate, city of crime and chaos.
No, he mostly avoids that topic.
You know, another couple of videos that I can watch but are still gruesome is like watching pitchers blow their arm out in like a baseball game. That shit's rough too. Like when a pitcher throws and he blows his fucking arm out. We're just talking about like gruesome videos that you can find on the internet. YouTube short by Mr. Brown Tide 1982. Mr. Brown Tide 1982. Shorts.
Brighten up a loved one's grave with a bouquet, freshly picked.
Here's Chubb going outside, one won't go out of bounds, and he does it, and he may go all the way, and he does. No flags are down, and Chubb, he ran out of bounds, goes out of bounds at the 1 yard. Here's Chubb.
Grief is hard. Let flowers say what words never can.
Let's head back.
And ruin this. That's all I got.
I can't find it. Like I'm just finding like Nick Chubb highlights. You ever see what like a bicep blowout looks like after the fact? Where like some wrestlers used to do it, like their whole like I forgot what this thing, pectoral muscle would be like bruised and shit.
That's curious.
That's curious. Oh, there's a dirt mound?
What is that noise? No respect for the dead.
Oh, I'm not gonna be digging up dead bodies here. My brother did that. What is Zambamba doing out here? Let's talk to Zambamba.
Back again? We're trying to relax here. Kill those rats, would you? When they're dead, the other servants will feed us.
Go away, Zambamba.
If you can't afford it, stop wasting my time. You want to gossip? Go to the elf song. I ain't here to chat.
That guy's got a creepy ass voice.
Nice day for a walk.
What loot's a motherfucking cat gonna give you? Give me balance. Thanks for streaming, Wings. You're the best. Are you hyped for GTA 6? I've never played GTA 5. Well, that's a lie. I've played an hour of GTA 5. So, like, I can't say I'm hyped for GTA 6. Oh, we got a YouTube video heading on here, son.
I don't like this. I don't like the look in some of their eyes.
These street trash need to watch their tone. I don't tolerate disrespect.
No disrespect tolerated.
If all these folks can just keep their shit together, maybe nobody else will get hurt. Maybe.
Let's see what the street trash got to say.
Used to think those things were gonna make me feel safer. Not anymore.
Thank you for the £5. Give me a balance though. I try not to talk to the Steel Watchers because like they're connected to Korash. World Star. Believe it or not, this thing right here, this wheelbarrow, strongest item in the game. Strongest item in the game. Like, if you really want to cheese the shit out this game, get yourself a wheelbarrow. Because, like, enemies won't attack them, and they don't have hit points. So, like, if you get, like, 3 or 4 of them together, you can, like, cut a doorway off. And anybody that doesn't have a ranged attack can't do anything. You just hit them with spells or, like, shoot arrows at them or whatnot.
What do I think Tash is still watch?
Bailey's throwing up? What, did you throw up? Oh, grow up. Yeah, growing up is a trap.
Right. Down the stairs.
You wanna come hang out with me? Running out of save. Like, I don't know why this game gives you a limited number of saves. Like I only have 3 adventures going on. I got Tav, I got Huntress, and I got Kel here. And I don't know where the fuck to go in Baldur's Gate currently. This guy looks important. Druid.
Behold, this tree is plagued by pestilence, yet refuses to die. The goddess Shantia wishes me to save it. I can feel it.
Okay. Enjoy you and your tree.
An entire edition dedicated to one lord and his metal toys.
Seems like I've found most everything.
Maybe someone tomorrow will know why I have such a healthy obsession with ice right now.
I mean, honestly, that's going to be just a habit, realistically.
No. I'm lacking something.
Ice is not going to give you anything but hydration.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ice doesn't have, like, vitamins and minerals and stuff in it. It
Yes,
has...
but I'm lacking something that makes me want it. I'm not anemic.
Are you drinking enough water?
Yes.
T says iron deficiency.
Which would be anemia. I'm not anemic because every time I donate blood, they check my iron and it's fine.
Yeah, I'm anemic.
They just checked my iron the other day at the doctor.
Why does my room look so dark?
Your whole house is dark.
Our house.
It's all just dark.
And somehow the light bill's still $200.
I don't know, because you live in the darkness, my child.
Hmm.
And I can't bring you to the light.
The light costs money.
Apparently.
What color would you pick if you had to repaint? Here, like a light gray.
Speaking of repaint, I gotta show you. Remind me if I'm up when you get off to show you the pictures.
Of?
The church. They repainted it. Did I tell you they were repainting it?
Yeah, you did tell me they were repainting it.
And my response was...
That you thought the colors were terrible.
Yes. I'm not wrong.
Okay. Our light bill usually runs like 140, but like lately it's been like 200 to 240, and we've changed nothing. Like we've actually changed nothing.
Inflation.
It has to be inflation.
I'm going to get my case of water out the car that I got because we were running low.
Okay. Is this where you want me to like, oh baby, I'm gonna go get it?
This is where I want you to apologize for not going to buy it in the first place.
I gotta leave the house to buy water.
When we got married, I gave you 2 jobs.
Okay.
Do you remember those 2 jobs?
Take the trash off and always have water.
Mm-hmm. You're failing at job number 2.
Mm.
I thought it was a fair deal. You get a wife, you just got to keep bottled water in the house.
Mm.
So yes, I'm waiting.
Guys, this is what marriage looks like.
A woman standing nagging at you all the time. You'd be bored without me.
Bailey. Come here, baby girl. Ugh. Bailey is not looking her best right now, so let's...
She's not, but you love her, that hair length.
I love her, this hair length. She's so soft.
Remember that time I tried to give your toys away and you wouldn't let me give your toys away?
No, you're not giving my toys away.
You realize you're a grown man with toys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as long as we're on the same page here.
I mean, like, there's other grown men that have things that are way more toy-like, though. I collect toy cars.
Is 2 really considered a collection?
I'd like to have more. You know, but that people want money for them.
Yes, but is 2 really considered a collection?
Being liberal and complaining about inflation is not the same thing. Like, inflation and being liberal has nothing to do with each other. Like, being liberal and complaining about having to pay taxes, that would be ironic.
They want you to go ride in the truck.
What truck?
They want to do a car ride string.
Yeah.
Because, you know, church lady is like 200 horsepower fury.
Yeah, church lady also needs a lot of work on her right now.
Talking to you is so depressing because I can just mention something and you will find a way that it costs money.
That's what life is. Like remember I used to say that it used to cost $100 to leave a house? That's going up too. Like, it's like $150 now.
I'll be like, oh, look, those flowers are so nice. And you'll be like, oh, that reminds me, the water bill's high.
Water bill? Don't put that jinx on me. The water bill's not high currently.
Like, there's a problem with everything. Like, everything goes back to money. Like, that's how you relate.
See, let me give you a better example. You could be like, look at the sweet puppy. And I'll be like, that puppy costs like $2,000 a year.
Yeah, like everything.
It's like
I remember when we were dating, you would like point out how much it cost you to drive to me. And you included that in the amount of the date. And you like counted wear and tear on the car and gas.
I still do that to stuff.
I know. Like, you've probably already figured out in your head how much Friday's going to cost.
Oh, Friday's going to cost at least $250. Bare minimum.
Uh-huh.
bare minimum.
Mm-hmm. And you can stay right here.
How do you spend $2,000 a year on a dog?
Food,
Food, shots, vets, haircuts.
All those things no one thinks we do.
Which she needs a haircut right now, and that's going to be $40 or $50.
It depends on who goes. It's 40 if you go because you don't tip.
Oh, you tip?
It's 50 if I go because I tip.
Mm.
You think the tip should already be included in the price she tells you.
Your dog ate a rock and the surgery cost $2,600. And like generally, like the rule of thumb per animal is like every pet you have costs $1,000 a year, but I'm increasing it from inflation because dog food has went up. It probably hasn't went up $1,000. It's probably went up like 20%. But like,
I will tell you that Bongo's food has went up $8 a bag.
right, but at one point it was way more than that.
More than $8 a bag?
Yeah, remember that time when we tried to get Bongo's food and like Walmart wanted like $70 for a bag of it?
They wanted 60, but
Yeah.
when I went in, it was only 29.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, remember, like I wonder
I
what.
remember that weird thing, yeah, because I was like, not today.
Yeah, they wanted like $60 or $70 a bag on the app at Walmart, and like it was $29 in the store. Well, what kind of blood test was Jasper doing for $300? He was getting ripped off. Like, we did blood tests on Rocco on his last vet visit, and like Rocco's blood test was like $38 or something like that.
No. Let me explain to you what he did.
Mm-hmm.
He came up with a reason why he needed $300 that he thought people would donate for.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah, but like
he comes up with these cockamamie stories that are just really out there to make people feel bad, so they'll donate.
But there's also a chance that like there's some vets out there that just will wow out on you on prices because they know that you'll pay them because you love your animal. Like you got to get a good vet, but she ain't wrong either. You've always tipped your hairdresser. Like you always tip your hairdresser, you always tip your barber. But like the tipping that I don't understand is like Subway. Like you go and tell them what you want on your sandwich, and then they're like tip, or like Starbucks, they'll like hand you your drink, and then they'll spin around like wanting a tip. Like I got Domino's the other day. I had a free pizza. And when I ordered the free pizza, I wanted to tip the person bringing the pizza to the counter. It's like, really? There's a difference between tipping a delivery driver and tipping like the person that's running the cash register. Like I have no problem with tipping. Like I actually tip well. My issue is they're putting tipping in other forms of jobs to circumvent paying them more. So instead of their job paying them more, which they're currently at, the job is making me pay them more. Sometimes I tip my mechanic, but it all depends. Like, it all depends on what kind of shop I go to. Like, some shops are almost faceless, right? Like, I used to, like, put, like, a 20 in a seat with a letter explaining what was wrong with the car and what I thought was wrong with the car. And then I'd put, like, a 20 so he could buy lunch on me that day. It depends what I'm getting done. Like, if I'm oil change, probably not. What if I say I'm tipping someone else? Nothing. 90% of the time, entitled, yeah. Like, if I can drive a car, I can figure out what's wrong with it. Like, the 10% of the time I can't is generally electrical. Like, for example, like if, I don't know, like a rat would like chew through a wire harness underneath the truck, and like you have like nothing happening. Those are hard to diagnose by just hearing it running, because one, it won't run. Two, you can't really feel that. You got to like really find where the issue is, and that requires you to have like a test light and trying to like figure out what needs power, what has power. You need diagrams. But like, I can tell the difference between like a bad wheel bearing on the left or right side. I can tell the difference between like if a car's out of a line just by the way it rides. Like even a little bit, just a little bit, I can tell. I can tell you if a shock's wore out very quickly, because I can feel the balance in a car. Big ups, Dick Cheesy. Thank you for the $2, man. Why not change the oil myself? One, I'm a 400-pound land monster. Two, I don't have any kind of like cement at my house. So like you want cement that's level, so that the oil level is level. They're over here doubting my superpower.
Of knowing what's wrong with cars?
Yeah.
Honey, they doubt a lot of things. You just have to move on.
You want to explain to them that my superpower is annoying?
You do a lot of things annoying. You want him verified.
Kelly, for the longest time, won't let me drive her car.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because I'm like, this is wrong, this is wrong.
Yeah, and no one cares. And then he wants to explain to me how it went wrong. And I'm like, I don't care. And how to fix it. And again, I'm not going to fix it, so I don't care.
Kelly goes in the thing, if something's making a noise, just turn the radio up.
Absolutely. Until you start smelling smoke, we don't have an issue.
See, I'm over here thinking you fix it before it breaks. Because we've had this debate, because like between taking my truck and taking Church Lady, like Church Lady needs at least 2 tires. It needs back brakes, and it's got something in the power steering. I don't know if it's got a power steering leak.
He's talking about cars. I'm going to bed now.
Or something like that, but the power steering pump's whining more than it should. It also needs a coolant change and an oil change. And it's like, do I want to drive this car 4 hours with all this wrong with it, or I can just take my truck? But at the same time, my truck drinks more gas. Miles cost a lot more on my truck than they do, a car that's got 120,000 miles on it. It's like it costs more money to take my truck, but taking my truck is safer to go on a 4-hour trip. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't look at smarty. I don't look at smarts based on like individual people. Like there's a saying that you can't teach an elephant to climb a tree. Some people are better at things than others, right? Some people pick up small patterns quicker. Some people are savants in different factions, right? To say you're smarter than somebody else is being super naive, because just because you're better at something than somebody else doesn't mean that you're better at everything than somebody else. Somebody might be a really good painter, but suck at math. Does that make him dumb? No. I mean, it just makes him a really good painter and not very good at math, right? Like, don't be conceited. Well, there's nothing wrong with Church Lady's body. The issue with Church Lady is, like, I can fix most of her issues myself. Like, I can change the back brakes. I can do the oil change. I can even put the power steering fluid in. Like, the only thing with Church Lady that I couldn't do is change the tires because I don't have the machine. But I don't want to put the money into it right now. Like, it's fine for, like, going to town and back. My issue is when you drive a car for 2 hours, the tires get hot. There's changes of elevation, things of that nature that could result into a blowout. And, like, having the tires on it where it is whatever. And, like, generally, like, I could drive the car long distances with you know, the back brakes being where they're at, because the front brakes do most of your braking anyway. But do I want to put, like, somebody I love and adore in a situation where they don't have the best performance they possibly could have in a situation? Because when your brakes aren't working at 100%, that's an issue. Because, one, you never know when you got to slam on brakes. And, you know, and even if they're working at, I'd say 85, 90%, because, like, really what's wrong with Church Lady is the back rotors are warped, but we bought the car with the back rotors warped. So, like, there's a little jump in the seat, but that little jump actually increases the distance that you stop, right? And that distance could mean hitting somebody, hitting another car, hitting a person, doing whatever. I always say it like this. Before you put faith in your car, if you had to drive toward a cliff and press the brakes, are you happy where it would stop at? Because in that situation, 5 feet means a lot. You know what I mean? Thoughts on Land Cruisers? They're fucking awesome. Like, Toyota makes good vehicles. The only problem I have ever had with Toyota is their interiors are the most boring things known to man. Like, if you want a good Toyota interior, you got to buy a Lexus. I have no clue what a 1970 Duster with 12K miles on it's worth. No, 92, Dan. Actually, is that 92? 91, I'm sorry. 91. What does knowing 12 times 6 prove? 12 times 6 proves nothing, right? But it's something that you can say to someone that will tick them off. Because of people expect to know the times tables through 12. But most people don't know the 12's timetable, right? Like, another one's 11 times 11. You know, it's not something people know right off the top of their head. And I don't do 11 times 11. I do 12 times 6. Because people know that they should know this. And they don't. Yeah, Steven, that was when I was like, what, 23 years old, and all I did was work at that point. At that point in my life, I had never really traveled at all. And, like, all I knew was how to run a crane, how to drive a forklift, how to do fucking quality control. And as soon as I got out of that, I went straight into doing 3 videos a day and playing nothing but Call of Duty. Like, you know, I had a very, very, like, small world size at that point. Yeah. I was forklift certified. Which is funny because, like, the guy who thought he needed a passport to Chicago has probably traveled the most out of all of us on that podcast. I've been to, like, 3 different countries at this point. Well, you should know what 12 times 6 is 23 is. You learned that in 3rd grade. Anybody over the age of, like, 7 should get the answer right. Like, you ever want to see something fucked up? Go look on Facebook and look at people that do like the PEMDAS stuff, and you realize who paid attention in like fucking Algebra 1 and who didn't. A little bit, Dan. I did a little bit. I was taking college courses in 2000 and is it 2008? I think it was 2008. And I was just starting college courses because, like, I used to work at a foundry, and they had programs at the foundry that if you would take courses for things that benefited them, they would pay for them. And so I was starting that program, and to try to get out of having to do factory work, because, like, it was hurting my body then. I could only imagine what it would be like when I was like 35. So I was hoping I could get into like the office and out of the fucking hot, foundry. And then the housing crash happened. Once the housing crash happened, all the orders dried up. And once the orders dried up, like they pulled all the programs. So like they took the money out, so I had to like drop out. I'm 37. All right, Bailey. Time to go down. Go down, baby girl. It's called a GED, Dan. A good enough diploma. I think it stands for General Education Diploma, but yeah. As long as you got a GED, it's the same thing as a high school. Basically, it's a test that you can take that proves that you have a high school education. Yeah, Bailey's over 3. Bailey's birthday is at the end of April. I passed it on the first try. I didn't drop out of school because I was bad at it. I dropped out of school because I got picked on. And to the point that I just didn't want to go. Same reason I don't like leaving the house now, because like I'm a lot stronger mentally now than I was as a kid, and I can ignore people making fun of you or like giving you those looks. But people see you and you're 400-pound land monster, like they look at you weird. My mama made me take it right away, so like I don't know, maybe a month. Honestly, like, nobody in my real life bullies me anymore. Like, I wouldn't take that shit no more. Like I said, like as I was growing up, I was a sensitive bitch. Like, I'm still sensitive. Like, I'm the kind of guy that'll cry. If things get too overwhelming, I break down and cry and shit like that. And I'm real sensitive in that manner. And like, I've hardened over the years. But like when I was younger, I wasn't hard at all. Like, you know, like I wore my heart on my sleeve. Yeah, 100% on happy pills. Like, happy pills are almost a detriment to me at this point. Because they make me almost have no emotion. You'd be surprised. There's still people that will bully you in fucking public. I'm kind of stuck, Randy. Like, I don't know where to go in Baldur's Gate. That's why I kind of like turned it off. It isn't because of that. And I don't want to sit there and like spend most of my time wandering around trying to figure out where to go talking to people on stream. No, nobody touches me, man. Like, people don't touch each other when you're out and about. Unless you're stuck on like a train. Like, the closest I've had to be to somebody was in London because the train was freaking packed. And I felt so bad about it. Because when I got in that train, it was packed. I just got done walking like 5 miles, carrying like a suitcase. And we just got off a plane that just crossed the ocean for like 8 or 9 hours, which I didn't sleep on because I hadn't slept yet. And then we got stuck into a train that was literally standing room only. And like, I had to keep my arm up to be able to not fall down. And I'm like, I know I wasn't smelling my best. I was like, damn. Next game I play on buying is probably Call of Duty. Yeah, it's a Rocco shirt. Big Rock. You can barely see it because the lighting in my room is fucking terrible. I don't know Mac Miller albums. Like, I have favorite songs by him. Like, the one I play the most is like Self Care. Or like Colors and Shapes. I don't own any guns. Have you questioned why we exist? That's kind of stupid, honestly. Like, questioning why you exist. Like, does the mosquito wonder why it exists? Does Grayson know why he exists? Some things just happen. Alright? Some things just happen. Yeah, but the light's burned out on it, and that's actually the framework's broken on it. I need to throw it away. That's... You're 100% Fagey. I'm buying Call of Duty because I think it'll bring money and views. I don't want to buy it, but if I don't buy it, people will be like, oh, burr, 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 burr. And like, Call of Duty's one of those things. It's a game I also can play with people. Talking about the universe. Like, most of my videos when I was a young kid, not a young kid, but like a young man, those are cringy as fuck. I was stupid and I was narcissistic and didn't realize how stupid I was. People still say I'm narcissistic, and they're probably right. But not as bad as I used to be. The one thing I do envy of my younger self versus my current self is I didn't give a fuck about anything. And I miss that level of Geordie where, like, I didn't care if something was good or not. I put it out. I didn't snub Starfield over Sandboy Trash. I would have played Starfield if Baldur's Gate 3 wasn't one of the best games ever made. Like, to be realistically, Starfield I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 is one of those games that's going to be like, wow, I wish I played this when it came out. It's Fallout 3 level of like nostalgia. Baldur's Gate 3 is mid. If Baldur's Gate 3 is mid, what's a better RPG? I would go with Shadowheart over Lizelle. Lizelle's like a fighter, so she can hit you like 4 times a turn. But Shadowheart is needed for like support, like healing and misdirection and things like that. If you respect Shadowheart into like the healing, the life domain, she pretty much makes you almost invulnerable until her spells run out. Snoopy? Snoopy got ran over by a cop car. No, I haven't tried Bard yet. Like you said, I only get 3 saves. And I was like, damn. I always find Warlock hard to keep alive. Like I understand like you should probably play it as like a stealth caster, but like it's designed to be like a melee caster, right? It has 2 spells it can use, and but per short rest, and then it gets Eldritch Blast, and then it also has pretty good like attack rollings on his weapon, but like it just feels like Like I use Will mainly for charisma, and I'll use him, but like every time I have Will in my party versus Asterion, like I miss Asterion. Like I like the whole pickpocketing, sneaking, sneak attacks, and like being able to unlock doors. Because like you need one martial class, you need one like cleric class, and then the other 2 is like optional, which my main character is a druid, which she can be a caster or a martial class. And then in my current build, like that leaves 1 slot open. I can bring the warlock or I can bring the rogue. So like I have to interchange with them. You did, didn't you? I forgot I even got that. I don't even know where it is, honestly. It might be in that drawer over there. My monk does all my lock picking. Yeah, but does your monk lock pick at a 40 DC level? Because that's what Asterion can do. Asterion gets 20 plus 22 on all his bonuses. So like I can do a 40 DC lock if it came up. Yeah, that's also something you can do. Just pick the chest up. I lost my accuracy. Enjoying the content. Have you ever tried Path of Exile, being a Diablo 2 fan? I keep saying this. Like ARPGs, I'm a Diablo fan. Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 are really the only 2 ARPGs I enjoy. I didn't like Diablo 4 that much. I didn't like Diablo 3 that much. And every other ARPG, other than Nox. I like Nox. That's a different story. It's a different type of game. It's a Diablo clone. But I've never really liked. I haven't actually ever seen any gameplay of Starfield. Like, I have it installed on my Xbox. I just don't want to unhook my Xbox because, like, every time I wake up, like, I have either people wanting me to play Rainbow with them, or Skate and me wanting Skate to play Baldur's Gate, or I'll just play Baldur's Gate myself, and like that's been my life lately. This man literally put fucking Cyberpunk 2077 ahead of Baldur's Gate 3. First off, Red Dead Redemption 2 is an awful way to spell Divinity 2. Because Divinity 2 is better than Red Dead Redemption 2. I've rode a horse a couple times. Not lately, but as a kid. I haven't destroyed any horses back in like spine area as an adult. I thought Becky was like dating one of like Blade's like viewers at this point. The only problem I have with like doing like a Let's Play for Baldur's Gate 3 is I find myself having trouble following Let's Plays of Baldur's Gate 3. Like, I like watching like one-off content of it, like people that like categorize spells or like show off like different tactics for a fight. But like Baldur's Gate 3 is such a big long game with so much talking. It's hard to stay interested in it in long form. I feel like games like Dark Souls are much nicer games to Let's Play versus something like Baldur's Gate 3. I'm sure there's a market for it, but I'm probably not the best for that. Blade makes more money than me. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. Do I care? No. More power to him. Make that scratch. You know what I got that Blade doesn't have? When I'm feeling bad, I got somebody to hug me. Unless like the hotel staff in whatever place he's currently staying at will give him a hug, I'd still consider myself a winner. You guys all with this sneak dissing. Y'all obviously don't want to hit base in the lack. Dude, I wouldn't say I'm winning at life by any means. I sometimes look around and wonder how motherfuckers do it. Because, like, I don't have a house payment. Right? And, like, if you add all my bills up, it might add up to, like, one house payment. But people have all that plus a house payment. And like $1,000 car payment and like all this other shit. I'm like, how do you guys do this? Like, what are you guys doing that I'm not doing? Because like, life's rough right now, especially with how food has gone through the roof. How much money do I make a week? Like $700, something like that, usually. I make a little bit more than 2,800, but like I average like 7. Like it all depends. Like when I was working a lot, I was making around let's say 4,000 a month, but that's before taxes. Whereas the 700 number I'm giving you is after taxes. YouTube takes this cut instantly. Like when my revenue comes in, like this stream right now with Incognito, we made $263, and I made $20 this morning, so we're at $280 for the day. Let's just round it up to 300 to do easy math. Like they'll take like $90 from that, and they'll send me 210. Yes, I have a retirement account. I think YouTube's profitable. How much does one BD go around your way? I'm in Boston, and it's 2,200 minimum, and it's depressing. A 1-bedroom go. Generally you can rent a room here for about $500, $600 a month. That's renting a room. Like if you want a 1-bedroom like apartment, it depends on where you're getting it at. Like you can rent a trailer, like a single wide trailer, for like $500 or $600 a month as well, but you get the whole trailer to yourself. Where versus like if you want to live in a house near the beach, it's probably gonna cost you $500-$600 just for the room. And then like if you want to get into houses and apartments near the beach, you're in the $2,000 category. It all depends on where you want to live at. Like the apartments at the college are about $1,100 a month. Most single wide trailer is a modular home. Modular just means it's built on a line. Like it's built in a factory. Like it's built in pieces and put together. Can you go over all carb maintenance that I need to pay attention to? I can give you the basics. Coolant needs to be changed every 150,000 miles or every 5 years. Oil needs to be changed every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. Your brake fluid should be changed every 30,000 miles. Transmission fluid should be changed every 50,000 miles. Differential fluid should be changed every 50,000 miles. Some cars don't have differentials, by the way. You should check your tires yearly. Tires should be changed out after 6 years of use, regardless of tread. There's wear bars on tires. ...2004 Explorer door jar will not turn off. There's actually a... on the striking pin inside the door itself, that latch itself actually doesn't connect and it gets loose over time. So you're going to have to change the latch inside the door itself. They're about $40 at the Ford dealership. The problem is getting inside the door. It's very tight. But that's the issue. It's got nothing to do with like lubrication or anything else. Just the latch itself is wore out. That's a common Ford issue. Lots more than just Explorer run into that. So what I'm saying, like if you open your door inside the frame of the car on the B pillar, there's going to be a striker, which is like a metal like bar. And if you look into the door itself after you open it, there's going to be like a hinge that goes across that striker. That piece needs to be changed. Fun fact about the striker on your door, it's designed to hold 2,200 pounds of pressure. So like you can physically stand on it and it will hold you up because it's designed to take 2,200 pounds per square inch. Because it's designed so the door won't come open or it fail at any point during a wreck. So it's one of the strongest points on your car. Yeah, you got to take the door panel off, and I don't remember with the Explorer, you might have to take the regulator out too to get your hands in there. Usually about $200, like everything said and done, Wiley. Most of that's labor. Depends on what the labor of the shop is. They'll usually charge you an hour plus the part. So like if you get a really cheap shop that's like $85, you could get out there for like $150 after taxes. Just a llama. It isn't special. It's just getting neglected. But sometimes paying that hour labor is better than busting your fucking knuckles trying to get a fat hand into the door panel. And like some door panels are a bitch to get on and off. Like they have like screws that are like this fucking long or like go this deep into the door. It's annoying. And one thing I hate about cars, and this is every manufacturer, a lot of them will use different size nuts and bolts and everything. Different like terms of measurement too. Like some will be metric, some will be imperial. Who makes the best pickup these days? If I had to go out and buy a gasoline pickup truck right now that's brand new, so we can't do anything older, there's only two trucks that I would 100% say are going to be give you zero like problems. And I'll break these down into two categories: mid-size and full size. Full size, I'm gonna go with the 5-liter Ford F-150, and there's two of them. The other one will be the V8 Nissan Titan. Like those two trucks are the only two trucks that you can buy full size that I can guarantee you won't have an engine issue in the next 10 years. And the Titan gets away with it because it doesn't use a CVT transmission. It uses the standard 6-speed, I think, the Nissan runs around. Tundra's running a newer engine. They're running a Lexus engine. That's a 3.4 liter twin turbo V6, and it's running into a lot of issues in the Tundra platform currently. So like I can't recommend the Tundra because of that. Like if you came at me with like the 5.7 iForce, the 5.7 iForce is probably the most reliable truck engine they've ever put into a truck. But they don't sell the 5.7 iForce anymore. Small trucks, we're going V6 Toyota Tacoma. Thing will outlast you and your children. It's naturally aspirated. There's no turbos. There's no wastegates. There's not much to fail on it. What oil do you do for an engine? You do whatever the engine recommends. People have spent millions of dollars engineering your engine for a certain type of oil. You put that type of oil in it, right? My engine in my truck calls for 0W20 Dexos-based oil, full synthetic. So you know what you put in it? A 0W20 Dexo-based oil that's full synthetic. Don't change the weights. Don't do anything like that. How often do you change your engine and cabin filters? Depends on where you drive. Like it depends on how you drive. Like a rule of thumb is you should change your cabin air filter every 4 months. Or you could be like me, I change mine once a year. The engine air filter, you should every 4 oil changes, so about every 20,000 miles. I need to hook my Xbox up. I should do that tomorrow. Yo, Incognito dropped $200 on us today. He fucking rocked it. How do I know what to say no or yes to at an oil change? I know nothing about cars. If you go to a place that's going to upsell you other things, don't go to that place. Like don't be getting your oil changed at Jiffy Lube or fucking Walmart and places like that. You want to get your oil changed by somebody that knows what they're doing and likes cars enough to respect your car. Like when you take your shit to like a dealer, like I guess you could get away with a dealer, but you're gonna pay more to have like a high school student change your fucking oil. Because they don't put their good techs on oil changes at dealers. They put like by the hourly, techs that just change oil and change tires and do your inspection and shit like that. And like they don't give a fuck. They're on their phone. They're worried about what their girlfriend's doing or like what the weed man's doing and shit like that. What's the firing order of a V8? Depends on the engine. Like generally, take it to somebody that knows not to over torque the oil filter and won't strip out your fucking drain plug on your oil pan and shit like that, and you'll be good. No, me shaking is like a nervous twitch. The problem with doing your own oil change is you got to have concrete, and you got to have concrete that's level. If you change your oil with concrete that's not level, you could be under or overfilling your oil depending on how the vehicle's moving. Not everybody has that. That's why they generally, when they change your oil, they keep it on the lift itself, because the lift makes the vehicle 100% level. They don't put the oil, they generally don't sit the car all the way back down to put oil in it, because the concrete's not guaranteed to be 100% level. Opinions on Firestone, terrible company. Michael Burke, just a little something for you, pimp. I wish I had more. Look forward to every stream. Dude, thank you, Michael. Thank you for the $10. Dude, that's plenty. Thank you, buddy. Do you really need jack stands when changing the oil? Depends on how small you are. Like if you got, and how big your vehicle is. Like if you're sliding under a Mustang, probably gonna need jack stands. Either that or a big case of anorexia. I don't hate Cooper tires. I'm not buying them. They're not, they're like they're fucking hard synthetic rubber that rides like shit. Like I always say, if you drive a pair of two Cooper tires on your car, you can drive over a dime and tell you if it's heads or tails. Feel everything in the road. That's not true. Like for example, like Fords, they tell you to let the car run for 20 minutes before changing the spark plugs and or oil. That's recommended by Ford. Like, no, I'm not anti-diesel or pro-gasoline. I like anything with wheels that moves. Like, I like electric cars. I think they're cool as fuck. And I've always stated that if Ford sold the Lightning Pro at the price they advertised, $42,000, I'd be driving a Lightning Pro right now. Because my payment would go up, but I wouldn't have to change oil or ever put gas in it. So, like, I would actually be coming out cheaper. But like they don't sell the Lightning Pro for $42,000. They knocked it up to like $56,000, and then the dealership knocks it up to like $100,000, and that's not in my price range. Hell, 42 is not my price range. The only benefit 42 would have for me is that it would take away money other places. Dealerships just mark them up because they're so rare. Yeah, I've seen 3 Ford Lightnings, and I've only seen one Ford Lightning that wasn't fucking white. So out of the 3, only one wasn't white, and it was gray. And it's like, why do people buy such boring fucking colors? Like when I buy a car, I want it red, either dark red or bright red, or I want it either red, black, or like a blue color. I don't want gray. I don't want silver. I don't want white. I'd rather have a hot pink truck than a white truck. I never had a Black Beauty. My black truck was named Bethany Ford II. And my black Mustang was named Darling Nikki. Which tire brand's good? Michelin, Continental, Yokohama. Those are the ones I fuck with. You can fuck with Pirelli too, but like Pirelli, you're not going to get as good a mileage on a Pirelli. Nitto actually makes a pretty good tire as well, but they're to me they're newer to the game. Yeah, Nitto makes a performance tire. Like I've had some Nittos. I like the Nittos I have are pretty good, but like I generally only fuck with Michelin. Like if I have my choice, I'll get Michelin. If I can't get Michelin, I get Yokohama's. Michelin ain't high as hell. They're like $200 more than comparable set of tires. But that $200 more, you get best in class performance on almost every category, and you get 30,000 more miles. So like for like $50 more in a tire. Ugh. Well, I look at it like this, Orange. Your brakes and your tires are the most important aspect of your car. If you can't stop, you pretty much don't have a car. And like I said before, when you buy brakes and you buy tires, you don't skimp on them. Because if you have to drive toward the cliff and press the brake, every foot that you can stop quicker means a whole lot. And that cliff might not be a cliff in a metaphorical sense. It could be the end of a semi-truck. It could be somebody like fishtailing and rolling on their side in front of you. It could be some kid being dumb darting out in front of the road. Whatever it might be. You don't always need to slam your brakes, but when you do, you want to make sure that you got the best that you can actually get. And if you want to roll out on some fucking God, what's some off-brand tire? Like some full weight HPs that you can get for $28 a tire. Yeah, some Ling Longs. Go for it. But that ain't me. Like, I'm not a fan of Goodyear, but put Goodyear on before you put on a pair of Ling Longs. Just don't drive in the water. Goodyear's good tire until it rains. Goodyear suck ass in the rain. Because I had a pair of Goodyear Wranglers on my truck when I bought it, and I'm too cheap, and the tires were basically brand new. I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna ride these out before I put Michelin's on. And man, I hated it. Luckily for me, somebody had a piece of shit Dodge Charger that had a shock fall off of it and bust one of my tires. So I ended up having to put Michelin's on it. So now I got the Michelin LXT 2s on it. And those are fucking amazing. Better ride, smoother, good in the wet. Wears good. It's like riding on a big pane of glass. Tiger Paws, those are like high-end Walmart tires. I think what Dunlop sell Tiger Paws. Yeah, they're alright. They're like one step down from Goodyear. I mean, like, as for cheap tires go, you could do worse. Yes, 100% Jay. Cheaping out on tires never saves you money. It also could kill you. That's the point I'm getting across. Cheaping out on tires can kill you. Like, you can have preferences. Like, everybody has a preference. Like, you know, I'm a Michelin fucking dick rider. I think Michelin makes the best tire in the game, right? And there's other high-end companies like Pirelli and Nitto and that make really good tires that do really fucking well. And there's a whole lot of choices. Like, some people be like, oh, Continental makes better tires than Michelin. You know, whatever. That's your preference. But we all can agree, don't buy Ling Longs or full weight HPs. Like if your tire has an English word on it that's misspelled, probably not safe. Probably not safe. I can't remember where I seen. I followed this Reddit called "Just Rolled Into the Shop," and I seen a customer come in with a set of tires, and they had they had something like it was like full Maxway or something like that was the name of the tire, and like every word was misspelled. So it was like FOOLMAXWAVE or something like that. You can also always be really gangster, but you can't do it anymore. Back in the day, cars used to come with full-size spares. So what you do is you go and test drive your car at 4 different dealerships and get them to do it by yourself. And you stop the car, take the spare out the trunk, throw it on the side of the road, and come back and pick it up with your car. You do that 4 times, you got a new set of tires. Yeah, somebody always ruin it for some other people. Oh, my dealerships, the one I usually buy from, it still lets you drive alone. Like honestly, like they're so old school. Like since I bought a couple cars from them, I'm like 4 cars deep at them. Like I could probably walk in and be like, I want to drive that truck, and they're like, get the key out of the box, because they had the boxes hanging out in the hallway. You open the box, grab the key, and go on. You can get a free car with this info. Somebody actually stole a car from them recently in the last couple years. They're just old school. What car you got, Darth Vader? Is it a Death Star? Eddie Chill. What are we talking about? Oh, you're talking about Phil with like getting one tire fucking stolen? That's bullshit. Ain't nobody out here stealing one Toyota Corolla rim. Phil can live in La La Land, pretend he has like a Hellcat or some shit. Dudes, they put my Corolla on blocks. Nah, Phil drives a 2017 Toyota Corolla, I think. If I made Phil's money, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be hurting at all. Phil makes like 70,000 more than I do a year. So if you factored it in, since trolling started, you're looking at right around $500,000 I'd have in a bank account right now. So Phil spent almost $500,000 more than I have in the same period of time. And has less to show for it. All right, boys. I'm going to call it right there. I want to give big thanks to Incognito. Thank you for the $200 donation, man. Thank you so much. Thank you to Michael for the $10. Appreciate the stuff. Lost my accuracy. Thank you, Brummel. Thank you, Akita, for being a member. Thank you, Gimme Balance. Thank you, Spencer Strider. Thank you, Alakazam, for the $10. Thank you, Low Swear, for the 10. Thank you, Danger, Dingus, and Rest for the donations as well. 4,000 a month more than I make. I usually make right around 3, and that's before taxes. So it is what it is. I'd love to make $4,000 a month consistently. Thanks everybody for coming out to the stream. Thanks everybody for chilling with your boy. I'll see you guys later. I'm Audi 5000. Peace.